Well, good Saturday afternoon. Todd Warren with a quick update on the threat of severe weather across the Arklatex on this Saturday night as well as Sunday morning. Let's start you off with a look at the latest outlooks from the Storm Prediction Center. And you can see the slight risk, according to SPC, for most of the Arklatex. This is for today and tonight, but again, our threat will come during the nighttime hours tonight. And then looking ahead to tomorrow, there's going to be another risk for severe weather. It looks like it's going to be confined to basically the northeastern sections of the Arklatex where that risk is looking highest. So let's get to, first of all, what we can expect in terms of timing. This is a look at the HRRR model, and this is going to show us basically round one as we go through the nighttime hours tonight. Again, the run of the model that goes out far enough, not quite in yet, but I figure I'd jump on and give you a quick update on the timing of the first. And it really hasn't changed much since yesterday. You can see we should stay quiet for the rest of the Saturday afternoon. Notice as we head into the evening hours, this complex of storms will begin to enter the northern and northwestern edge of the area, probably arriving in the western edge of the region, say mid to late evening, 8, 9 o'clock. We'll see it arrive over the northwest corner of the Arklatex. By midnight, we'll see this moving into the Texarkana area, maybe a little bit before midnight, and the HR has increased the speed just a bit as far as the timing, and then we'll see what's left of this cluster move through the rest of the region and pretty much out of the area by 2 a.m. We'll take a bit of a pause, and it's possible we may see the HR pick up on the second round. There it is. You can see moving into the northern edge of the area during the latter stages of the nighttime hours tonight. So round one enters the northwest edge of the area mid-evening, exits the northeastern half of the Arklatex a couple of hours after midnight, and then round two that you see developing right there, that will pose a risk of severe weather as well, as it will begin to move into the area very late tonight, probably sometime between 5 and 7 a.m., and that'll move through the area during the morning hours. The HR did show some new development Sunday afternoon could be possible over the southern sections of the Arklatex as well. So again, the two main rounds of severe weather will be tonight as well as tomorrow morning. Damaging winds will be the main issue. It's still possible we could see some wind gusts in excess of 70 miles per hour. And it does appear as if that risk may be highest here between DeQueen and Shreveport. Notice where this first track moves through. This is going to be the issue here, where the darker blacks are, and that's where the strongest winds likely will occur with this first one. The second one, it looks like the gusty winds will be confined more towards the northeastern third of the area right now. Again, damaging winds, the main threat. We could have a few reports of some hail as well. Quarter to maybe a ping pong ball size will be possible. But again, the more widespread issue will again be the damaging winds. Now, as far as rainfall, this is what the HRRR is showing for basically the next 18 hours. And you can see where the strongest storms move through. That is where we could pick up. You can see the greens are 1 inch, the yellow is 2 inches, the orange is 3 inches. So 1 to 3 inches of rain will be possible. And again, another thing you can kind of get from this graphic is where the storms will be strongest according to this particular model. And again, where that severe weather risk may be highest. And a little bit heavier for the northern part of the area, because that's also getting that rain from round two, which is going to be at the beginning of its process of moving through at the end of this particular run of the model. And the afternoon run of the HR, which goes out long enough, is going to be coming in here in the next couple of hours. So I'll try to do another update as this moves in. Now, the main thing ahead of that is going to be the heat and humidity today. Outside right now, we do have heat index values. You can see it feels like 113 in Shreveport, 111 in Mansfield, as dew points still extremely high. 81 is the dew point. If you combine that with a temperature, which in itself is not too bad relative to what we can see in the summer, but extremely high humidity resulting in dangerously high heat index values. So be sure to stay hydrated for the rest of this Saturday, and really not much change on the way for tomorrow as well. So that's also going to be an issue moving through the next couple of days. Now, longer range, as we look at the weather pattern here, what's going to be happening is that this northwesterly flow, which has been giving us the occasional round of showers and thunderstorms is going to change somewhat. This ridge is going to migrate a bit more towards the west, expand into the plains. You can see that northwesterly flow. It does appear as if Monday is looking dry, and for the most part next week will be dry. I'm going to keep at least some chance of rain, and really with this pattern, you really don't know exactly the possibility of severe weather until you get a day or two in advance of it. So that's something that we'll be watching until either this ridge builds over us, or basically we get some drier air in here, and it looks like neither is really going to happen here for at least the next week and a half. So again, the main thing is to get through tonight, as we are looking at again 2 rounds of potentially strong thunderstorms, the first of which will be tonight, the second of which will move through during the morning hours for tomorrow. So here's a summary of your forecast. Again tonight, looking at temperatures upper 60s, low 70s north, mid 70s south, 75 in Shreveport, 70 in Texarkana. Tomorrow, again, thunderstorms will be likely. Severe weather will be, might as well say, a good possibility of that as well, especially northern half the area. And then tomorrow, thunderstorms, best chance for the severe weather will be in the morning, and over the northeastern sections of the area, we'll have to keep an eye on locations south of I-20 for some new development potentially tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening. And it's going to be hot again. We could get close to 100 degrees for a high in both Natchitoches and Many, 95 in Shreveport, 91 in Texarkana, and again, the heat and humidity will produce some dangerous heat index values again for tomorrow. 10-day forecast shows that we are going to be looking at temperatures that will be cooling off a bit. It does appear as if we'll see some drier air try to move in towards the end of the week. You can see the lows at night dropping into the low 70s, highs low 90s, and then we'll warm up again as we head into next weekend with, again, pretty much each and every day at least some chance for some rain. You'll probably see these numbers change several times as we go through the week, given the pattern that we currently have across the area. So again, get ready for a couple of rounds of potential severe weather, the first tonight, the second tomorrow morning, and then heat and humidity will take over as we go through the rest of Sunday and much of next week.